y'all. The ones y'all was just talking to, how petty they is. Oh.
Everybody ready? 1, 2. Oh, I'm sorry. That went right.
That's the best time to take it off guard.
Yeah.
Okay. You taking another one?
We good.
Oh, I'm just recording.
Oh, okay.
I'm recording the voice system.
That's the hardest thing when you think
Can you tell us your names, please?
Yeah. My name's Marissa.
My name's Ty.
I'm Jasmine.
My name's Kenneth, a.k.a. Let's Do, a.k.a. Let's Shoot, a.k.a. Let's Shirt. Well, I hope we ain't doing a.k.a. I'm a.k.a. all that in the blood. Okay, now.
Okay, so our first question, and anybody can take this, is what comes to mind when you think of courage?
Beyonce.
Strength.
Suffering.
The will to do what you want.
The will to do what you want.
Look at you, Tyler.
And why'd you say Beyonce?
Because she gave me courage to sing and become a singer because I love this. I just love singing and she just gave me courage living in this place. Just to, go out there and sing and do my little dance.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, do you want to sing something for us? Let us hear your voice.
Sure, why not? Why not? You can't look at me because I'm nervous.
But can the camera look now?
Yeah, yeah,
Beyonce love the camera.
Please.
I really can't range in that song. I want them to hear my voice.
Okay.
All the singers.
Okay.
All the singers.
Okay. If I could forget this, I would. We believe me, and I know that I should all the time, but baby, it's not that easy. Hey, yeah. I'm nervous. I
Oh, that was beautiful.
Who holding now? I want to be your manager. You Can you tag me on Facebook? It's LILKENK, gmail.com. Facebook.
Thank you
Make
so
part
much.
on Facebook.
So we got one more question. We just want to get an idea of how you feel about community and things that you see in your community. What comes to mind when y'all think about community? Your community, things you see.
Giving back.
People not supporting people. For real, I'm being honest. People don't support people.
Can you explain that a little bit? What do you mean by not supporting? In what respect?
Well, of course, I'm talking about music again. It's like when I was a Duval gospel artist or whatever, doing my little own thing. People just don't buy your CDs. They always saying everybody trash and all this other type of stuff. And then when you come to Shaw's Bucket, they be looking. I don't want to talk to you about Shaw's Bucket. But it's just a whole lot of bad stuff. Like, they support, but they don't support at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, higher positions, you acting like they better than somebody sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And it's just awful.
And also on that support, on that support thing, I was gonna say support too, but in my recollection of support here is, it's like you have to fall flat on your face to get support. They won't help you before you fall. When I say before you fall, some people need to fall, but if you see me falling and you see an answer to my question and you already know that I failed so many tests, why not help me? Not test, but test. But, the point is, if you want to give out and you want to help people, do it with your heart. Don't do it to get something. Don't say to me, I see that you're homeless and I want to give you a place to stay. But on that note, you have to do everything else I want you to do. Instead of saying, I see you, and I know if I was in that same position, I would want somebody to help me like God helped them. So that's how I feel on the support part. But on the other hand, like her with the giving support, they give mental support, which is also important, to go with the physical, because if you don't have a mental mind, you will fail every time. So that's how I feel about that. I'm sorry to cut you off.
You going? Let's see.
She took it.
I'll stay with this community. Here it is a lot of support as far as us who live here. The authority, those who work over us and that we are always around. It's between they're helpful, but then again at the end of the day it's their job, and some of them do take their position out of context. They are up and down as far as the support.
Not putting themselves in our shoes.
True. Not forgetting where they came from or could be.
And then
if they're
some people
here
to take
for
their
more
stuff
than a
out on
job.
us. Like living here, you know when they say you're not supposed to bring your baggage to another claim, they do that. And you don't bring your problems to us. We already have our own baggage, We look up to you for a breath of fresh air. Why smother us with your problems on top of ours, So I can understand when she say that.
How long have you guys been in here in general?
Me,
Just out of
3 months.
curiosity.
5 months.
I've been here a week.
I've been here about like 6, probably 7 months. But see, I went to Gateway first. The only reason why I'm back in here is I'm waiting on my little HUD stuff, whatever happened up. But I really, they got to be here. I just don't want to deal with nobody else's stuff. So,
But one thing I can say that I am very thankful for is they didn't have to give me anything. They didn't have to give me a peace of mind or they 2 cents. But what they did do was they did give me a peace of mind. Out of all the things they ever did for me, I can know that every night I at least have somewhere I can cover up. And I can thank God in the morning that I was laying here and not on the streets where I was before I was here for 3 weeks, Because it's even harder being out there than being here. God say, I'll give you shelter, as long as you follow me and do as I say. And sometimes, things come out of weird, awkward places. But at the same time, there's always a silver lining in everything. Even the worst situations. You can't be hungry, but at the same time, you got somewhere to stay. You're going to get fed every 6 hours.
I'm sorry, listening to y'all's story, it seems like you've built a community among yourselves.
Oh, you have
Can
to.
you talk a little bit about that? Like, how did y'all meet each other and how y'all maybe empower each other and support each other and build your own community within the community?
I met her through, I used to stay in apartments with her, so I knew her already. I met him from the other side of town. I knew him previously, and I just met her recently.
We're all
We're
awesome.
all, yes,
We're
all
all
awesome.
awesome. Well, he already said where I met him from. Her, we met here. Actually, the first day we met, she was so mean to me. She was so mean to me. She's like,
I asked her where the trash was.
like, what the trash at? And I'm just standing there and I'm like, what the trash at? What would the trash be? And I didn't know she stayed here. I thought she was like one of these helpers asking me being funny, like, oh, you look homeless. Where the trash at? That's how I took it, And then we became good friends. And I met him here in the kitchen. I asked him for some gloves. He's like, oh, I got you.
That's his personality.
I was like, man, why are we so uppity? We're in a shelter, But, at the same time, we all make each other worse situations become better. We all been through different things, but on the same sidewalk. That's what matters the most, So, I love you guys.
so I met her at Jasmine.
Yes.
Over on Park Street or whatever happened. I met him at this greenhouse. I used to be there all the time. I used to be there all the time. Anyways, I met her in the kitchen or whatever. And I met myself.
Well, you had to find yourself. So what you got yourself
On the corner. Selling my body like my grandma.
Oh, man.
Edit that.
How you doing?
That's fine.
And while we just talking about it, you can go to Stallion, Texas. Over.